Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's been a minute. Scow's here, and he's with my buddy Shadow, who is sporting his old school United States Championship belt.
And this very limited shirt from Monday Night Raw in Toronto.
How was the show?
Oh, phenomenal. I just finally got my voice back as of yesterday. My hearing has finally come back. it's been uh, it's been a week.
It's been a week. Yeah, I feel like it's been a week for me over here too at work and everything. So cannot wait for that to be done.
Oh, I bet.
But I mean, another solid Smackdown tonight. Um, was pretty entertaining from top to bottom. I did like the uh, way that they've intertwined a lot of different things into it.
Right, and they seem to be doing that a lot lately, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's making me want to watch definitely like almost every single week. Like if I feel like all of WWE right now is can't miss TV because you never know
Which
what's
is
gonna
what
happen. You and
which is what we've been begging for.
yeah, we definitely have been, and Triple H has done a great job at getting us back into WWE and talking about it again.
Right. So to start, what did you think of the Ricochet versus Happy Corbin match?
I mean, I love Ricochet, um, and I actually like Corbin as a performer. I just always hate his gimmicks. The only one that I loved was was bum ass Corbin, one where he had like where he was always down on his luck. He was he just played the role of like the homeless guy perfectly. Like it just seemed like everything he goes into 110%.
Right.
And this match it was actually a really good match between the two.
It's really nice to see Ricochet back on TV. Just just want to say that. The match it didn't go too long. It was a decent length match. Um, you had some spots by Ricochet, which naturally you want. Um, Corbin putting Corbin slamming Ricochet onto the table was good too.
Oh, and I'm mentioning the World's Strongest Slam by Mark Henry.
Yeah, that was a nice.
I thought that was a little nugget there. Like
and
considering he works for somebody else right now.
right, and then to wrap it all up, Ricochet hitting the shooting star press, which is a nice way to finish the match.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going away from the. Hasn't he done the? Doesn't he normally do the 450? Isn't that one of
Yeah,
those that he does or the
I, I'm
540?
gonna be real. I haven't seen him on TV so long. I don't remember.
But it's definitely a good shooting star press, so it is something that we do like to see, and him getting a win is always a good thing.
And then we move into the last chance fatal four way, which to me, I want to say was kind of a like it was good, but it was a waste of space on the show.
I don't know. I mean, it was necessary. What were they going to do? Just give the match back to the person that lost to them?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have had Bliss and Oscar in there instead of somebody else. But
But it was announced before they
no,
lost.
I know. But it wasn't a long match. It was very short for what it was.
Hmm.
Sonya and Natalia winning was, eh.
But did you see later on when they were interviewing um, Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky in the backstage area?
No,
Beh-
I think I missed that because I had to
behind
get up.
behind them, you saw Dewdrop and Nikki Ash arguing.
Oh, the arguing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I seen the end of that.
So I like how they're doing a lot more things in the backstage area and just getting everybody involved. It just seems like the show is just constant. Like it's a flow. It's just
Right.
it seems so fluid right now, and it's really good.
I really enjoyed the segment between Sheamus and Gunther.
Yeah, I love the fact of how they were just standing there while everything was going on around them, It seemed like nothing phased them, and they were just trying to be who was going to last longer.
It was great. It was just great.
I'm actually really looking forward to that match. I don't know. I don't know who I'd want to win. I like both of them.
Either outcome is a big pop once you hit Cardiff. So,
We did miss
the next,
earlier the Drew McIntyre promo that he had with the video package about how he hit rock bottom, had to climb his way back into WWE.
that
WWE always
that
does these video packages
that
amazingly.
segues me into something though. The way he's building this character, going into Clash, it almost seems as if Broken is coming back as his theme.
It is. That's what the rumors have been. It might be a one-off where it just happens there,
I'm okay with that.
but
I'd rather it stick
all
around, but I am
all the
okay with.
rumors are is that we will hear that at Cardiff.
I got a buddy that's going to Cardiff, and he will pop 100% for that.
I think anybody there will pop.
It'll be huge.
We've been calling for that music to come back for years now.
I think it's time. I think we move away and wrestlers actually have individual music, not these generic entrances anymore.
The Karrion Kross promo with him and Scarlett was actually very interesting how they did it this week.
So I missed that because we had a phone call come through that we had to take, and I had to mute the TV for the phone call. So this is all on you to tell me about.
So I mean, it was a good promo. It was talking. Typically, it's the same Cross promo that you always get with him and Scarlett, but they played the music, and then they cut up to like a skybox, and they were looking down at the ring, surrounded by the fog with the black and like with all the lights out, and then like his imagery around the ring. But just the angle of it was actually really cool. It reminded me of like what they do in NXT above the ring in that area, but it was just unique for a main roster for that. Have you seen his promo on Twitter?
No.
I would go check out Karrion Kross's Twitter and see it's like a 2-minute promo he put up on there.
All right.
Talking about how he's going to be building an empire and it's going to be coming back. That he once held one and now it was lost and now he's on his way to get it back. It was really good.
So he's controlling his narrative.
No one said that. No one talks about that rubbish.
Yeah, well, I had to make the joke.
Yeah, trash.
Deal with it. The backstage segment with the Usos and Sami and Roman is just gold almost every time now. It's great. It doesn't feel forced.
You don't even need the Usos. You don't. Like, just Roman and Sami right now
Even just Roman, Sami, and have just Jay in there because of the way things are going.
It's so funny between them two. Like, it was the Usos' birthday last week, and Sami wished Jimmy a happy birthday on Twitter, and didn't wish Jay his birthday.
I seen that,
and Twitter just killed him for it.
It was good.
But yeah, the promo, like Sami Zayn. Honestly, he's probably doing some of his best work within WWE right now.
Yeah, and I hope it. I'll touch on this after we review the show a little bit here, but there's another subject I want to go into with that. But he is doing really good work. Again, we go to the women's tag team tournament with Raquel and Aliyah, which a note from Toronto, they had Aliyah come to Raw. I'm sure everybody saw that. I can tell you now, the cheers you hear for Aliyah on TV did not happen. She got booed out of the Scotiabank Arena. Nobody wanted her there.
You didn't hear cheers on TV. It was silent.
No? Yeah.
No.
She was booed out of the building, dude. Like, it was bad for a hometown girl. That should not happen.
Right.
But I
And
was one of the ones that booed her out of the building. So,
but it proves that WWE is not piping in sound noise.
well, no, they just took away the sound on that one.
No, they didn't take anything away. Like it was just
So
like it didn't like the boos weren't, I guess, loud enough to be come across on TV.
maybe, but it wasn't quiet. Is all I'm saying.
But
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I felt like in this match, I felt like she got hurt, or at least she was selling the injury because she really didn't do much. It was pretty much all Raquel, and
right.
they ended up winning, and now they're moving on to the finals, which that's all right.
Give it.
They're gonna lose, so it doesn't matter.
Hang on a second. People have been falling out of this tournament due to injury, right? So this could be your Bliss Asuka coming to the other side.
You don't need that though. They're already facing each other at Clash.
Can you let me finish? This is where you could finish that tournament at Clash and have it a winner takes all at Clash.
Yeah, I don't know. I said that a couple weeks ago that it would be a winner take all.
It doesn't need to be, but it would make the story a little bit more intriguing.
It would make more sense as a winner take all if Bliss and Asuka won.
Right.
But with the way everything is unfolding, the only thing that I would say that you're going to have different is if somebody leaves, Bliss and Asuka are not replacing the team.
Okay. I know where you're going with this. Yeah, you could have it that way.
It's either that or they show up at Clash and be like,
what are you doing?
yep.
Yeah, well.
So.
I guess we wait and see. I mean, we all have different opinions on the matter, right?
Mm-hmm. So. Then we had the New Day versus with the Viking Raiders.
I think there's some truth to that promo by the New Day. I think they're realizing that their course as New Day is coming to an end. I mean, it could be just a story, but it felt a little too genuine to be just a story, in my opinion. I think the New Day is realizing that it's coming to an end. Kofi's getting up in age. He's not getting younger. Big E is a year at least before anybody's going to touch him for another neck. So you're looking at 18 months there. And Xavier, well, he could become literally Austin Creed.
I mean, I feel like they were already on the downward path of getting rid of the New Day once Big E had left. And then I think the injury changed it.
Maybe, but you know what I mean. Like I think it's time I love the New Day as a stable, but I think it's time to move on from it now. Austin is big enough as a superstar. I think he can compete for a mid-card title and be fine.
Yeah, but they need tag teams.
They do, but I feel like we're going to see a lot more natural tag teams coming in over the next bit. Not just thrown together. Like, New Day is not thrown together. We understand. I know that. But there's going to be... FTR isn't signed for long term. I could see them coming within the year or two back to WWE. They need to under Triple H. Motor City Machine Guns or whatever they're called. They could head this way. Bring James Storm over. Bring Beer Money in. Like,
I just want to. Right after Clash, the Friday night after Clash or the Monday night after Clash, all of a sudden you hear "Glorious."
I wouldn't be hurt with that. I think he's hurt right now. To be fair.
Yeah, I don't know. There hasn't been anything about him, but I would just.
Well, Rude is a Rude is a Triple H guy. So you know Triple H has plans.
And that's why I want him to be back in the title picture, because he would be amazing in it.
The heavyweight? No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If Drew takes one of the belts off of Roman, yeah. Drew versus Rude, sign me up.
Yeah, but we've seen it before.
No, you haven't.
You don't pay attention to indies very much, do you?
When was
But I
Rude on,
digress.
when was Rude on the Indies?
A lot. This is a while ago when Drew was coming back. Before he came back, Rude wasn't with WWE at that point either.
Yeah, he was still in TNA.
Hey, he
That's
did
not the
indies.
indie. That's not the Indies.
Never mind. Forget it. It's not what I said, but I digress.
No, you said they were on the Indies.
Yes, but TNA wrestlers do wrestle in the indies, my guy. They're not just strictly Impact. Anyway. So I guess that brings to the last match of the night with Drew and Sami.
Your thoughts?
I don't mind it. It elevates Sami, and it plays into the Bloodline story. But I really like how WWE is elevating Sami right now. He deserves it. He's done a lot of work in WWE, and I feel he's not going to get a title push. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But he's done a lot, and this match between him and Drew was a banger in my opinion.
If Gunther was not the IC champion, Sami would be it right now.
100% Sami, yeah.
He would be able to bring the gold to the Bloodline, and they'd have all the belts.
Minus US.
But the way that they played everything out tonight, that picture at the end was just money.
Yeah, it'll be a shirt. I'm 100% sure somewhere, somehow it's going to be a shirt.
That's what they do.
With Roman with the belts on, Usos with the one, and McIntyre into the chair. If you don't do it a shirt, you have to turn that into a poster or something.
Yeah, it'll be one of those posters that they sell.
You got posterized. Plain and simple. Touching back on Sami though, I can see him and Owens taking one of the tag belts, if not both the tag belts, off the Usos.
They're not going to split the tag belts. I think they're going to keep it where those are unified, and they go back and forth between the brands. Just because the tag division is not strong enough right now to have two different champions.
Either way, Zayn and Owens are going to be the reason they lose them.
I think so. I agree with that.
Because Sami's got the inside track with the Usos. He can convince Roman to let the match happen. He says he has a partner already, blah, 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 blah. I mean, everybody's going to know it's Owens. But that pop for KO would be massive.
I think it'll more so be when they turn on Sami. Because I think that's going to happen.
There's also speculation
that Sami's
going to cost Roman one of them.
Yep. And that's how it would happen.
Oh, I can't wait. That's the next week topic, though.
Clashes in 8 days.
Oh, yeah, man, our conversation for that is all next week.
What day we gonna do that? Thursday?
Yeah, we can do it Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday, one of the two.
Well, Friday has Smackdown.
I mean, we're doing it now after Smackdown, too, so.
Yeah, but I'd rather do that early. I'd rather do that like at 8 o'clock show if we could.
So, yeah, Raw in Toronto was great since if you guys have been to our YouTube page, you've seen that I posted Edge's speech after. You best believe I'll be there in a year when his retirement match comes. I'm not missing that. The loudest, and I said this to my group of buddies as well, Johnny Gargano's pop, once everybody realized who the hell's music that was, is the loudest pop you'll ever hear at Scotiabank Arena. It'll be louder than anything the Toronto Maple Leafs do in that arena as well. Like, it was deafening.
Yeah, that's because they'll never win a cup, so. You opened yourself up for that one.
It was deafening. KO got a huge pop, which was great. Not the hometown kid, but countryman. And then, of course, Edge got a huge pop. I don't know how it sounded on TV. I still haven't watched it back.
So it definitely did not sound loud on TV, and that's Edge's own fault.
Oh, bro, yeah.
He ran out so quick. The crowd, crowd did not even know that he was out yet.
I didn't even know he was out there.
Everybody's used to his timing. Like
right.
They're used to him running out, and
he was super pumped though. Like, he was so happy to be home. Like, you could see the emotion on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He was just like, even after the match, like, man, the fact that he even started a "Go Leafs Go" chant, which just made my night. The guy beside me was a Montreal fan, so it was hilarious. But Edge doesn't get pop of the night, but it was loud. And honorary mention to the pops has to be Trish. She kicked off the show, and as much as I didn't care for her to be there, it was fine. I cheered. I was happy. It's nice to see them. And it was nice to see Edge. It's only the third time I've ever seen Edge wrestle in person. So, and unfortunately for me, I had missed Edge inside the Real Sports store. He was buying Maple Leafs gear while he was home. I missed him by a few minutes, and I'm just quite upset because that would have been huge to get a picture with him. It's a piece of my childhood right there. As after that, Raw itself, it was great. It was just entertaining all the way through. I wasn't bored. It didn't feel like 3 hours sitting there. It was just fun.
No, Raw has flown by in recent weeks. It doesn't feel like it's a draw. This past week, you saw over 2 hours worth of wrestling in that 3 hour time frame. It's probably the most there ever has been, and it's just so good right now.
But the last time I went to Raw was 2019, the night after SummerSlam. It felt like it was 5 hours, dude. Like, it was so long. But I felt like I blinked on Monday and it was done and I was home. I was like, huh? Where'd it go? And I have a 2 hour drive home from the arena. Like,
that's how it felt to me a couple weeks ago when I was at MSG for Raw.
And so it's fun. I'm glad WWE is back on the up where it needs to be. And now I'm going to shit on AEW whether you like it or not. Tony Khan, no idea what he's doing. He's panic booking. Things are going array backstage where your champion is locking herself in a bathroom and you're making her turn her belt over because she doesn't want to work with Britt Baker.
Apparently there is a real injury in there. She does have some bulging discs in her back that she has been working through. But
right,
I
but
guess she just decided not to continue to work through it.
I don't blame her for not wanting to job to Britt Baker. I don't. I love Britt, but realistically, as much as maybe nobody likes Thunder Rosa as the champion, the way they treated her forfeiting her title was absolute garbage. CM Punk got it in the ring. Oh, I have to leave because of injury. Why is Thunder Rosa hitting a 30-second backstage thing about it? No respect there. Tony Khan has no idea what he's doing with the women's division. Your squash match of your championship match is garbage. I understand that Punk is not ready to come back, but that's on you for rushing him back because you panicked. I'm happy Moxley is the champ. That's great. That's where you want it to be. But the fact that they squashed Punk in 5 minutes, which is still longer than his UFC career, was just trash. I feel like that was maybe a little bit more also towards punishment for the shit he was doing with Hangman. Taking shots, knowing Hangman can't say nothing. It's just garbage right now. AEW is struggling to keep the casual fan like myself engaged in your product. There's matches I will tune in for because I want to see them, but I don't care about your product right now. You're not drawing me in like you had me in the beginning when you were different. Now you're Vince McMahon-esque, and it's not good. You're also going down the route of WCW, and it's not going to go end well. We all know how that story ends. And then you have Kenny Omega coming back ahead of time. He was wincing in pain in that trios match, and you can see it. Visibly see it. He's not selling. Omega is not a good seller. You're great. You got to be happy that the Young Bucks can carry, because if they're not, and you got to stop giving away matches like Ospreay and Omega on cable television. That is a pay-per-view match. Doesn't matter. It's a pay-per-view match. I'm not engaged. I don't find it good right now. Anything to say to that?
So, what do you think of Dark Order beating House of Black tonight in the tournament?
I haven't. I didn't know that happened.
With John Silver pinning Malachi Black.
Listen. I'm all for the Dark Order, right? I am. But why? House of Black is one of your hottest things going.
Are they?
One of. I'm tuning in to see what Malachi's doing. What are you doing?
I don't watch Rampage.
But my point is, why? Like, you're panic booking. The Dark... it just doesn't matter at this point. AEW, if they continue the bullshit, is going down the route of WCW, and that's that. There's no way out of that. They need to go back to 2019 and do what they said they were going to do. It wasn't competition. It was an alternative. Now you're turning it into a competition because you can't keep your own roster happy.
Turned into a competition a long time before that, and it started with him signing everybody that was a free agent.
But you understand my thought process on that.
No,
is 2019, it was the alternative, which was great.
And you saw people that were not, people didn't know about. You got them.
And if they did,
people.
And if they did know about them, it's because they watched them in Europe, like stuff like in New Japan yep. and all that. But they became North American names. And Tony Khan is a fucking mark with daddy's money.
You know my feelings on how AEW was. I never watched it from the beginning. I just couldn't get into it with everything going on. I have been watching it lately.
But look at this.
and that's because I want to. I'm giving it a chance, and I want to be more open-minded and less biased towards AEW, and it's
Right.
hard to be when they do things the way that they're doing.
But in the beginning, I was the guy saying, "Hey, Scals, watch this, watch that,
Right.
check this out. Look what AEW is doing." Now it's flipped. Now you're saying, "Hey, check this out," or "Look, oh, this is decent," and I'm saying, "No, it's garbage."
It's just tough. It's tough because they say they want to be the alternative, and right now, it's the same thing.
I'm all for the competition. I want AEW to succeed, but go back to what you wanted to do from the beginning. Be the alternative. Do not be the competition.
Once Cody left, it seemed like it went down.
It's almost as if Cody's seen all this bullshit coming, all the backstage bullshit, and he got out before it went.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Speaking of the Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston getting into a physical altercation in a hotel lobby. Wasn't even backstage. And you suspend Eddie quietly for it.
Yeah, he was suspended for a couple weeks. Now he doesn't have a match at All Out because of it.
Eddie might not be the best in ring worker, but he is one of your hardest workers.
And he's one of your best people on the mic.
Sellers. Oh yeah, he could sell you a piece of dirt from under your couch.
He could sell a
Yeah,
ketchup
he's that
popsicle
good.
to a woman in white gloves.
He's good. And I feel like if he retires from wrestling, he should be a manager. It would work well.
So he came out and openly said he apologized. He was in the wrong. Did everything. But people are still, like, people are attacking Sami now on Twitter. And Eddie is like, just stop. Like, just leave him alone. Like, it's over. It's
I see him protecting Sami, but when people are that invested in the character of Eddie Kingston,
they're going to keep doing it.
That should open up your eyes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But.
So, a quick rundown. What the hell happened on Rampage other than somehow Dark Order?
I didn't watch. I just know that from the spoilers.
Okay.
I know that from the spoilers. I mean, I turned it on real quick because I was waiting for you to get ready to do the show, and the match was already over. But then you had Sting, Darby, and Miro out in the ring.
Holy shit! Miro got TV time.
Yeah, well, it's because he's teamed up with Sting and Darby now, and that's going to be a trios match, probably at All Out. House of Black versus M3.
Holy shit! There is a god. Miro got TV time.
Yeah, I mean, that's more than I can say for some people that are on the roster.
Oh my god! Like, I said this as well, and I think you did as well. Stop using Impact and New Japan fucking superstars. Let your guys have TV time. You don't need fucking Motor City coming in next week against FTR.
Yeah, at the pay-per-view. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Like, oh no, it's Motor City. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not even believable, a fathomable opponent for FTR either. They want to work with them, and I understand that.
Then go to Impact.
But it doesn't need to be on an AEW pay-per-view. That weekend alone, we have Clash, we have Worlds Collide, and we have All Out.
So Saturday, Clash at 1 p.m. Sunday, Worlds Collide 4 p.m. Sunday, All Out 8 p.m. What a fucking weekend of wrestling.
And I'll tell you right now, the only two I care about actually talking about are Worlds Collide and Clash.
Oh, Worlds Collide is going to be a freaking banger. Oh, man.
Also, with NXT UK leaving after Worlds Collide, as the last pay-per-view, I think we might see the reintroduction of the WWE European Championship.
Yeah, it's going to be the main title for NXT Europe.
It's going to be dope. Because you look at the legacy of that belt.
That's going to be the top title for NXT
Like,
Europe.
Eddie Guerrero, I think it should be defended in WWE as well.
No,
And,
it should be. It should be a third mid card belt. Yes.
like Eddie held that. I think China held it at one point. The names are just legendary on that thing.
But yeah,
I can't wait.
That's gonna be the main belt in NXT Europe.
Naturally, but oh man. One more thing. Why does NXT have titles for women's tag team when the whole purpose of the fucking tag team belts were to go across all three brands?
So, Triple H came up with the NXT ones because Vince wasn't doing what he said he was going to do and have them across all three brands.
Right.
So eventually, I could see them
getting rid of them and doing the three brands again.
Doing unification on it.
Has to be like it's.
I mean, there are a lot more women's tag teams now, though, so I will give them that.
Yeah.
But overall, SmackDown was a decent show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
We will be back next week. We might be around on Monday night after Raw for another review like this. We'll see how we're feeling. But we definitely will be live on Thursday. We'll do 9 p.m. And that'll be our Clash at the Castle predictions. If we're feeling froggy that night, then we will do our Worlds Collide one all together. Make it easier.
You probably won't get an all-out prediction, guys. Just be a heads up. I don't care enough for it.
I will probably do a quick little video for all-out prediction myself if Shadow doesn't want to join in, but it will not be one of our full-fledged videos.
I'll talk to a few of my buddies and see if they want to get in that actually talk. But
and then I am looking to get back into doing my power ranking videos. Once that goes up, you can find all of the videos once they're uploaded on YouTube as well. The YouTube channel is off the top. Make sure that when you do find it, you subscribe to it and turn on notifications so you can see when the new videos come out. Anything else you got to say tonight before we go?
If you want to watch TV, and by TV I mean good wrestling TV, Mondays and Fridays. Don't worry about Wednesdays.
Yeah, right now the Mondays and Fridays are the best one. Wednesdays are still being number one on Wednesdays, but there's not.
You have nothing to compete with.
But right now it seems, by a lot of people's opinions, Mondays and Fridays are the nights to watch. And with the improvement of Tuesday on NXT, that's catching up to AEW. NXT was over 700,000 last week, barely under this week. Not far off from Dynamite.
Yeah, WWE, Raw, Smackdown are trending up, and Dynamite's trending down.
But that being said, want to wish everybody a good night. We look forward to seeing you next week, and we'll see you guys again soon.